Hi everyone, this is Juliet with Embroidery.com. I'm actually going to let Kirsten mostly take over for this first little bit, and then I'll actually jump back in for the giveaway portion. I just have some stuff I have to take care of. It's been a really crappy, like not crappy, very hectic day. So I'll jump back in a minute. And then, yeah, you can share your screen fine though, Kirsten.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Then I will go ahead and...
Okay, so thank you for coming and being here. It's good to be here with you to do some embroidery and share some tips and tricks. And then later, when Juliet returns, we will have our giveaway and we'll learn who the winners are from last time. And we will share what's coming up for the next week if that's all ready. So you might remember last week I showed you the bats that I had been making, the freestanding lace bats, and the process that you go through. And I learned during the week that actually if you have a multi-needle machine or one of the tubular machines, they don't usually have a bobbin winder with them. So if you want to match your threads on the back of your freestanding lace to the front of your freestanding lace with those machines, you're probably going to need to get a standalone bobbin winder, but it can still be done if you can find one that works with the bobbin that you need for your machine. So I just gave you a preview of what's coming. For freestanding lace, after we have finished the stitching and we've gotten that all taken care of, then we're going to remove the stabilizer so that it can be freestanding. So I have cut out the little bat that I did for you last time. You want to cut it out close to the edge so that you're not removing a whole lot of stabilizer with just water. Just cut it close to the edge so that it goes more quickly. And that's what I recommend. I guess you could like dissolve the whole sheet, but there are also uses for the scraps if you keep those. So you might not want to dissolve the whole sheet. You might want to keep those around for another crafty use. So I would like to show you, let's see if I can show you the new version of I'd like to show you the process that I went through for removing the stabilizer. It's really not tricky at all. You just need to, I wonder why this isn't working. All you need to do is immerse your cutout freestanding lace item in water. I recommend hot water because it goes a little faster, but that depends. Do you want it to be stiff when you're finished? Like see, this one is pretty stiff. I can kind of move it a little bit, but if I just hold it by one side, it's not bending or flopping at all. It's pretty stiff. With this one, I just immersed it in hot water and then pulled it right out and then let it dry. Or would you like it to have a little more floppiness? If you want it to be floppier, you can put it in the hot water and take it out and let it dry. And then anytime you want to, you can come back and repeat that process. The more you wash it, the more you rinse it out. And I recommend using some running water some of that time, not just immersing it in water, but also using running water. The more you do that, the floppier you're going to wind up being able to make it so that you can do all sorts of things with your freestanding lace. If you want it to be stiff for a particular application, that's one great way to go. If you are putting it on clothing and you'd like it to be not so stiff, you can definitely make it a little floppier. The more you wash it, the floppier it will get. And so also, once you have immersed it in water and you take it out, it's going to be floppy like this one that I've washed several times. It's going to actually be fairly floppy when it's still wet. So you can do things with it like shape it and turn it into a different shape. Like I can make this bat fly and then dry it that way. Just have to pin it up somehow so that it would dry in that position. And then I could have a bat shaped like that. So those are some fun things you can do with freestanding lace. Now, not to leave you hanging. I'll also show you since I have this, happen to have it. The freestanding lace, it doesn't take very long to dissolve. So here's the one that I have just cut out and it's ready to go. And I have a cup of water. This isn't even hot water. This is just lukewarm water. Let's see how well you can see how this works. So I'll just dip the tip in there. And I think I can see so far it's not going very fast. If this was hot water, it would disappear immediately. You wouldn't be able to see the edge of the lace anymore, if the stabilizer anymore. The lace would still be there. And that's why I recommend hot water. So I'm always in a hurry. I want it to go faster. But this is starting to go. You can see on the very edge of the wing, there's no stabilizer left on the bottom side that's toward the glass. And it's starting to disappear up higher too. So it does work with cold water. You could just let it sit there and walk away and come back to it later and it would be all ready to go. Okay, so I said you could do something with the scraps. So what would you like to do with scraps? Well, what if I make my lace too floppy and now I left it in the hot water for too long. I had too much hot water and now it's too floppy and I wanted it to be really stiff. I don't have to start over. I can starch it, right? You could starch lots of things. Any of us who have done a lot of garment making or even just ironed a lot of like starchy shirts, we know you use starch and you can make things stiffer. So the trick that you can do with your freestanding lace scraps, like the bits that I cut out from between the bats that I had, this I really can't use to stitch on again because it won't fill my hoop, but I could dissolve it. I just put it in a container and dissolve it in a little bit of water and kind of experiment with that a little bit, because what I will wind up with is a liquid starch that I could then immerse my too floppy bat in and then pull it out and let it dry and see how much starchier that makes my bat. So I could save that item instead of starting over. And you can use this for, of course, any other crafty things that you have in mind to starch fabric. And so you don't have to necessarily buy fabric starch if you have your freestanding lace water-soluble fibrous stabilizer here that you now have no use for unless you get a little crafty with it. So last time we were together, we had some comments and questions, and I'm open to taking some of your comments and questions as well. Are you ready, Juliet?
I am, yes. I apologize. Awesome. We have been potty training the past 3 days. So
oh, that's marvelous. I understand.
Yes. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, definitely if anyone has any questions or anything, definitely comment. Is there anything else you wanted to go over, or are you pretty?
That's everything I had for freestanding lace. Unless I get a comment that reminds me of something that I didn't think of, I would love that.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Cool.
Also take suggestions for any tips that you guys would like to see. If there's something that you're wondering about, I'd be happy to do a tip on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I was able to see that too, the dissolving lace, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is a lot more satisfying than I thought it would be. It's wow, stuff. Pretty cool. Yeah, cool. All right, so a few things. One, I did get I did ask about the whole shipping thing. So pretty much for giveaways, I added it to the giveaway page and to our bundle ship page. Anything about the winnings for people who win the giveaways, right? So anyway, and that little piece of information, I don't want to completely botch it and not word it right. So I'm just gonna, yeah. Anyway, so just know, and this is something that I think that I was also under the impression that wasn't a correct impression. So, but this is so that customers have to purchase $75 worth of product in order to get free shipping. So virtually what I kind of thought last time was if you won the $60 if you want to, you know, however much item, that you'd only have to get 15 more in your cart, but you do still have to pay, you know, $75 to get free shipping. However, depending on the how big your order is, like, or how many things you want, or how expensive the item you want is. For instance, take the $60 rotary cutter. It's not actually, I think it's like $70, but take the rotary cutter, like, you'd only have to pay shipping on it. Like, you wouldn't have to pay anything else to get it. So any way it goes, you're getting it very, very, very discounted depending on your item. Like, if you win the, you know, sponsor, you're probably going to want to like accumulate other things in your cart before you know, make a purchase. But I mean, like, some of the stuff is like a really good deal, and you do only have to just pay shipping for it, which isn't that, you know, it's not that bad.
Right.
I definitely wouldn't complain. Yeah. I definitely wouldn't complain if I won something that was worth like $40, but I still had to pay $5 of shipping. It's like, wow.
Right. Like,
okay.
I got it for $5.
Yeah. Right. So, and plus you're going to pay shipping anyway. So whatever you do put in your cart, it's like, it's technically like $5 to $15 more than you think it is. Right. So,
right.
Because depending on how big the object is, but
unless of course you get up to $75 worth, and then we will pay shipping.
Yep.
If you're spending that much.
But I know that there's a lot of people who just like regularly shop, and they just get, you know, a bunch of stuff from us. And so that's a really good deal too. Like, if you just are going to get free items sent with you when you make a purchase anyway, you know, so.
Excellent. Yeah, that's good.
Cool. So I think that was one of the only announcements I had. And then the other thing, I think we just need to announce this next week's products, right? Like,
yeah, and then our winners, if we can do that.
Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So we had some pretty fun things last time.
We did. I think that having the handkerchiefs added too, because I forgot to add them, like, made it look like a big machine embroidery haul, right? Like,
right.
There's a bunch of stuff, right? And I think that there's a lot of stuff that kind of crossed over too, like the rotary cutter and the bamboo box could both be machine or hand embroidery, right? So,
right, yeah.
Anyway, really cool. But first thing we have is spray adhesive. So I'm assuming this is really good to stick stabilizer to fabric? ?
You can use it for that. What I mostly have used it for is applique. If I have a tiny little piece of fabric that I'm sticking in a tiny little spot and I want it to stay there, there's not room for tape, so I'm going to use the spray adhesive.
Yes. No, that's perfect. And like, that's cool. And this has many purposes too. So
yeah,
you don't necessarily have to use it for machine embroidery. If your husband really wants it to build the new chair he wants, then great. You know, like, that's awesome. So it's got many different purposes, which is great. And there are 2 cans of that. So there will be 2 winners. So that's the first product.
I'm not sure though if that's an embroidery spray adhesive. So I should probably mention that if it's not an embroidery spray adhesive, don't use it like I just said for applique. You don't want to gum up your needle. It's not good news. There are some embroidery spray adhesives.
This is just Elmer's. So I suppose you could like Google it, because they'd probably have a good one. And anyway it goes, it's a nice thing to just have. So
yeah, you know what I'd use that for is adding the bamboo that the balsa wood that I've stitched through onto that craft box that we had last time.
Cool. So the next one is bobbins. These one are prepackaged, or like they're disposable, I think. Prepackaged.
Yeah,
bobbins.
there are cardboard sided bobbins.
Yeah, they're 11. There are 11 of them. Not.
Ooh, okay. They go up to 11.
Yes. Yeah. They're 11 years old. No. There are 11 bobbins. And so there's a little package of those, which is great. And then we've got I was going to check. We've got more of this stabilizer sample pack. So
great.
More of these like that we had last week, right? We've got 3 more of those. So if you don't win them this week, and we had quite a few entries for them. So if you don't win them this week, try and enter for next week, because you probably will win one next week, or you might, you know, so pretty cool. Yeah, these ones are really awesome. Just kind of like, you know, a good assortment of all the different types of stabilizer, right? And we highlighted that in last week's video. So I don't know if I necessarily feel the need to do it in this one, but okay. The next one we have are these. Probably hear them. They're little Kimberbell lanyards. So it's kind of cute and like show your swag. I mean, it's like, hey, I do machine embroidery. It's great. Here you go, you know. So yeah, these ones are super nice. Not worth very much, but they're pretty fun if you're just gonna order anyway, and you can get a little surprise with your box, right? So, and then we've got those in 2 colors, orange and turquoise.
Oh, both. Okay.
And 3 of them. So we might not give them all this week, away this week, but that's okay. They'll probably, normally I let the products stay on there if we don't have enough people to enter to win them. So sometimes if you really want something, like, you know, like go and enter for it, because you might just end up being like one of the only ones who does enter. So anyway, okay. The next thing we have is this So Fab foam. And I'm assuming, Kirsten, you would know what this does a lot better than I do.
So Fab foam. Well, I'm not familiar with that product, but there's 2 foams that I can think of. So I'm guessing that is the kind of like a thin foam sheet that you can use for puffy foam embroidery.
Yeah, perfect for tote bags and other projects that benefit from padding. So.
Oh, okay. So not what I was thinking of. It's more like a structural thing. So if you're creating something that you want to have like form and shape, you stitch that in there. So
yeah. It is, and it feels like I'm like doing this, and it feels like thick. Like it doesn't bend like super easy. Like it has actual, like it doesn't look like it, but it does. It's pretty cool. Okay. The last thing we have is a Kimberbell blue tiles kit.
Ooh, yay. If you're a quilter, this is what you want.
Yeah, if you're a quilter, this is great. And it's so cool. Like I opened it up and I was like, oh my freaking gosh, I'm not even a hand embroidery, like a machine embroidery enthusiast, but this looks so good. Like even their like packaging. If I saw this on Christmas morning, I would be happy. Like you know, so it's pretty cute. I think that, and even just the concept of it looks adorable. So yeah, no, I love that. It's super cute, and it looks, I think that it just needs new packaging, because I think that it's either been opened before or somebody tried to, you know, pull it off. So the packaging's not great, but like the kits, I think, is just fine. So yeah, no,
that's great.
Super nice, super great. This is probably, it looks like it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
so
yeah. This is one of our bigger ticket items today.
Yeah,
so
you'd be lucky to win that one. So awesome. Cool. And then I think that's all for this week, and I'll have those up for this next week, probably today. I mean, I haven't gotten that much work done in the past few days, but I will be, you know, doing this, so it'll be good. Okay, now to announce last week's winners, and I will probably announce the winners for like the rotary cutter and the box on both lives, because they kind of cross over a little bit. So okay. First off, let me get out all this stuff.
So I didn't realize we had multiples of those. So cool. We can win it in machine embroidery and we can win it in hand embroidery. Yay.
Of those two? Well, I'll probably just pick the same winners. Like I'll just announce the winners, whoever wins today.
Because we don't know. Gotcha.
But if just in case the hand embroidery people won, I don't want them to like be like,
where's my
goodness, they didn't announce the one that I wanted. Like it's like, no, we did. I'll just, you know, say it later.
You understand. That makes sense.
Okay, so first we'll do the bamboo box. Okay. So the winner of that one is Donna Verdon. Or Verdon.
Donna,
Verdon.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Donna. Go ahead and confirm that. Congratulations. This is super cute too, so I'm kind of jelly. It's fine.
That's a fun project.
Yeah, sometimes I even wondered the other day about like entering to win like a sponsor because I also do like painting, which would be nice
Mhm.
to have. But like at the same time, it's like I don't want to like announce, "Hey, I won this on live too." You know, it's like,
Do you know what, Julia? I have a
hey.
sponsor from years ago. If you'd like it, I'll send it to
Yeah.
you. I don't do painting anymore.
You know, I also don't think that like our boss would be like super mad if I kept one. You know, like
Probably
he's just
not. I'm sure he
like
has a
they're
couple.
$1.50, right?
Mhm.
Something like that.
Yeah,
So
but they're
not
so
super
fun.
expensive.
They're fun to use. I used them to
Yeah, super
erase
fun.
to remove some of this type stabilizer from a project that wasn't freestanding, and it's just fun because I didn't want to immerse the whole thing, so I just used a sponge.
Yeah.
So it was good for that.
Okay, so now we're gonna do the stabilizer sample packs.
Alrighty.
And we have 3 winners. The first winner is Deborah Lund, so congratulations, Deborah.
Yay!
The next winner is I have to reselect it every time. Here we go. Shirley Gerdes, so congratulations.
Yay, Shirley.
Also, if they're consistent winners and you're like,
Mhm.
you're pronouncing my name wrong, please comment so I know that I'm pronouncing it wrong, because that's kind of, like embarrassing when like you pronounce somebody's name a certain way for so long and then it's like, you mean it's pronounced different? Like,
I would like to get it right. Well, it was
okay.
years before I learned that Ralph Vaughan Williams, the famous composer, is Rafe. It doesn't look like
Oh, yeah.
and it's kind of embarrassing. You're right.
Yep. No, I totally get that. Okay. We had 2 winners, so the last winner, right, for this one.
Mm-hmm.
The last winner for this is it just did the same one again.
Okay.
Zoriana Vikovanska. So congratulations.
Hey, Zoriana. Congratulations.
She also does hand embroidery stuff too. So okay.
Excellent.
I think let me make sure that I have everybody recorded. Okay, perfect. Now we'll go ahead and we'll just do the sponsors next. And I actually have to figure out, I'm sorry, I've got a huge thing of stuff.
Somewhere in the prize tote, there is a sponsor for you.
Somewhere in this thing, there are valuable things that you guys win. Okay. Well, since I can't find them yet, what I will do is I'll announce different winners. So we'll do the handkerchiefs first.
Okay.
So there we go. So we've got 2 winners for these. I think they have different lacy patterns on the edges. I'm not exactly sure. Like there's kind of I don't know if you guys would be able to see it, but like there's kind of like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like kind of
that
like
one
that, right? So
this
one's a little bit more mild,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys care what you get, but we'll do the first one I showed first. So Marianne Tricker has won this one.
Okay. Congratulations, Marianne.
Yes. And then Deborah Lund has won this one again. So you get 2 this week. Sometimes that happens. So if you're really lucky, you can get 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We are going to do this. This was one of the higher priced items this week. So this one's like the 2 huge spools of the dime thread. Dime bulk embroidery spools, not schools. That's right, Juliet. Okay. So the winner of this one is okay, but don't make the same person win like 10 times, please.
Our randomizers are sometimes too random. They don't.
I know. I'm
they
like,
don't get it that we want.
You don't get this, man.
Different.
Okay. It's going to be Jana Parker, but that might take me a minute because that's like there were only a few that like entered. So,
So congratulations,
in the
Jana.
meantime,
great thing.
Yeah, congratulations. Come on. It's like, I'm going to pick all of the other ones that I've done just out of spite.
Just
Wow,
make
okay.
us go through all
Like,
of it.
I don't think this is very random. Like, this should not be. Okay. There we go. Okay. It is random. It just sometimes.
Yeah, I
it's
learned
not.
from the
Okay.
computer programmer
So
that
congratulations,
random
Jana.
things-
The next one is the Kimberbell one for the dog. Yes. Okay, sorry. Racine Wyatt. So congratulations, Racine.
Racine, congratulations.
Yeah. Awesome. And then also, I will probably do the towel here too. I think this is mostly hand embroidery because I realized after I think I announced it here that it has 14 count fabric on it. So this is like fabric that's kind of meant for like hand embroidery people. But if you guys still want it,
And I can tell you though that we have machine embroidery designs that are made to approximate hand embroidery cross stitch.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so I'll announce it here. And then I'll also announce it on the hand embroidery live if I can find it. Okay, here we go. I seriously think that it's rigged. Okay, Tabitha Wood has won this one. So congratulations, Tabitha.
Congratulations. You go home with the prize.
Yeah, I think that like some of the people it's picked, it's like, I'm like, bro, we've already picked those people. Like, it's fine. You can pick different ones. Okay.
We want it to be random, but also know what we've already.
But also, everybody wins. Not everybody, but like nobody wins like everything. You know, like
we want to spread the joy around.
So I've got. You know what? I'm going to do this bouncer because I don't know how many I'm giving away this week. I think it might just be 2, but I have a ton. So we'll do like 3 winners. And if there aren't actually 3 in there, then I'll go get another one. Okay. We'll do 3 winners. So the for this bouncer, we've got Rena Davis. So
Rena
congratulations,
Davis,
Rena.
number 1.
And then I have to reselect it every time. Okay. And sometimes I'm blind. I can't see. Donna Verdun has won that one. I think you won also another one. So
would you say that name again?
Donna Verdun.
Okay.
Or Verdun.
Donna Verdun. Okay. Congratulations, Donna.
And then the next one. The best thing about this too is that you can enter to win a bunch of products and you might actually get them. Like, you know, multiple of them.
High. Oh, hi, Anne.
Okay, so then Kathy Slate has won the 3rd one. So congratulations.
Okay, Kathy Slate. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You are the sponsor winner.
And then got that one. Got that one. That one. Well, that one. Okay, so now for the grand finale, we have the rotary cutter. And there were a lot of entries for this. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a very nice rotary cutter. I would be jealous of whoever won it. So wow, here we go. Okay. Sometimes I literally cannot read. Okay. Sorry, it's being temperamental.
That's all right. It just keeps us gets the suspense rolling. Who's the winner?
Yep.
Who's the winner?
Yeah. Please cue a drum roll.
Yeah. How does that sound? Is
Please
that
cue a drum roll.
I have a jelly roll somewhere.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, okay. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry. Teresa Thompson has won this one. So congratulations, Teresa. Okay. So yeah, congratulations, Teresa. That's really great. And then I'll also announce the winners of all of the, like dual purpose products on the Hand Embroidery
Okay.
Live. So awesome. Thanks for subscribing. That's awesome. Yep. Okay. Yeah, and we do this live every week. So you guys are welcome to just kind of hang out and then also go to our page and request the products. So if you just go to embroidery.com, it'll be like the little widget that says random giveaways. So
it's right on the front page. Just scroll down
right on the front page. So super great. Okay, I think that's everything. And I already highlighted next week's products, so we should be good to go. Awesome. Yeah, it was nice to see you all, and I'm sorry that I was late, but it's okay. Super fun tip today, though, Kirsten. It's awesome.
Thanks, Juliet.
Yeah. All right. We will see you guys later. We'll see you next week. We'll see you. Bye.
Thursday at 1 Mountain Time.